Hi everyone, my name's Nicole and my partner Jasmine and I are going to be talking to you about the zone of proximal development and doing a mini teach math lesson for you to demonstrate. So the zone of proximal development is defined as the difference between a child's actual developmental level as determined by independent problem solving and the child's potential development as determined through problem solving under adult guidance or in collaboration with more capable peers. The zone of proximal development is a theory that was developed by Russian psychologist Lev Vygotsky, who studied the psychological development of children. Vygotsky was critical of assessments that only measured current abilities and did not assess for the potential for development, arguing that assessment should be collaborative in revealing emerging skills. 3 stages of the zone of proximal development include stage 1, which is this is what a student can do without any help. Stage 2, what a student cannot do on their own but can do with help. And stage 3, what a student cannot do even with help. So that would be beyond the zone of proximal development. When teaching within the ZPD, the benefits include that it's engaging for your learners, it's motivating, there's collaboration, social interaction, it's personalized learning, so you're teaching at their level and challenging them just enough so that they can still be successful. The learning is meaningful, it improves critical thinking skills, and it increases confidence. And then in this graphic, you'll see that the zone of proximal development is represented by concentric circles. So in the center, the yellow center is the task that they can do without any assistance. In the middle, the lighter blue, that's what they can do with assistance. And then the darker blue is what they cannot do even with assistance. Some key components to the zone of proximal development are having a more knowledgeable other. So that can be a teacher, a parent, or a peer with mastery of the skills. And that more knowledgeable other is going to guide the student through learning the new skill. Scaffolding, which is building on prior knowledge, modeling and demonstration, visual aids, chunking, guided practice, and bilingual support. And then social interaction. Working together allows learners to share ideas, perspectives, and strategies, leading to deeper understanding. This fosters language acquisition through listening and engaging in dialogue. When identifying the zone of proximal development, you're going to want to observe your learner. So watch your learner attempt tasks at different levels of difficulty and note where they need assistance. Through guided support, you're going to introduce tasks that are slightly beyond their current level and observe how they perform when given prompts from a more knowledgeable other. And then assessments. You're going to do ongoing formal and informal assessments to monitor the progress and adjust the scaffolding supports as needed. The impact that this has on English language learners is that they are learning language and concepts simultaneously. So English language learner students may understand concepts in their native language but struggle to express them in English. Teaching within the ZPD supports language and content learning simultaneously. And scaffolding helps connect prior knowledge to new learning. Meaningful interaction. The social interaction with more proficient English speakers helps build vocabulary and comprehension. Gradual independence, so you're going to start with a higher level of support that's gradually reduced as your learners gain proficiency. And this ensures that your English language learners are challenged but not overwhelmed. And then this is also going to allow for increased confidence. Students are going to experience success, making them more likely to engage in and develop a growth mindset. The zone of proximal development is shown in our lesson through the following ways. Assessing. There's going to be an exit ticket used as a formative assessment to determine if additional scaffolding is needed. We're going to use scaffolding in the form of manipulatives with teacher guidance and peer support, checking the answers with their partners, and solving problems independently to demonstrate learning with an exit ticket. There's social interaction, so partner work allows students to learn through interaction with peers and then whole group discussions. This lesson is a great example of the zone of proximal development because it gradually moves students from teacher-supported learning to independent problem solving using engaging interactive methods that support both math, understanding, and language acquisition. The standard that we are going to be teaching to today will be to represent addition and subtraction concretely. The objective is by the end of this lesson, students will be able to represent addition and subtraction problems concretely using manipulatives to model equations. They will demonstrate understanding by grouping objects to illustrate addition and removing objects to illustrate subtraction. So to start our mini-teach lesson, we're going to have a class discussion. This is going to be our warm-up. So to my class, have you ever shared any snacks with a friend? What happens when you give some away? What happens if you get more? That's right, when you give some away, you have less. If someone gives you some, then you have more. Very good. And I'm going to tell you about the vocabulary that we're going to learn today. So this vocabulary pertains to the math lesson, addition and subtraction. So the first word that we're going to talk about today is sum. Sum is the answer. That's what the answer is called when you add two numbers together. So addition is putting things together to make more. You're combining things. And the combination of those things is called the sum. Subtraction is when you're taking things away from the group. So if Jenny, if you give me a Jolly Rancher, you are adding a Jolly Rancher to my candy collection. If I give you a Jolly Rancher, I am subtracting a Jolly Rancher from my candy collection and adding one to yours. Equals, what that means is equals is the answer to your math problem. And what equal looks like is two little dashes. Addition is going to be a plus sign, and subtraction is going to be just a single dash. That's your minus sign. Okay, guys, we are going to watch a quick video about addition and subtraction.
Every kid should know that adding means to put together. Subtracting, that means to take away. Let's sing about that. Add means put together, subtract means take away. Plus means put together, minus means take away. We're going to say a story today about adding together. Once upon a time, there were 3 frogs. Then 2 more came to join them. How many frogs were there all together? Let's see. We could count all those frogs that came along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so 3 plus 2 equals 5. When I add, I put frogs together. Why don't we try a subtraction story this time? Once upon a time, there were 9 chickens. 1 chicken went away. Yeah, they put him in a box and they took him away. Well, how many chickens were left over on the farm? Well, I know I started with 9 chickens. And I know if I subtract 1, that means I'm going to go 1 number before 9. Let's see what that number is. Oh, that's right, that's the number 8. So 9 minus 1 equals 8. When I subtract, I take chickens away. Add means put together, subtract means take away. Plus means put together, minus means take away. So let's try to get this straight now. Addition means getting more of something. Subtraction means getting less of something. Why don't we sing about it one more time? Add means put together, subtract means take away. Plus means put together, minus means take away.
Okay, guys, so the video told us that adding means combining together and subtraction means taking away. We're going to use numbers that you guys already know, 1 through 10. We already know our numbers 1 through 10. So we're going to practice adding and subtracting numbers within 1 through 10. And we're going to start with some guided practice. And I'm going to turn that over to my co-teacher, Miss Jasmine, and she's going to take over the rest of the lesson from here.
All right, everyone, I'll be taking over from now. Let's go ahead and get started with our guided practice. We're going to be doing some word problems that involve addition and subtraction. So I'm going to go ahead and pass out the worksheet that we'll be working on together, right? Because it's guided practice. All right. So we have 2 problems that are addition and 2 that are subtraction, and we're just going to do one of each. So just a subtraction one and an addition one because we have so much more to do. All right, so we are going to do these on our whiteboards. So everyone take out their whiteboards from under their desk, please. And then you should have an expo marker inside your desk. And if you don't, let me know so we could get you one. All right, give you guys 5 seconds to go ahead and do what I just asked for. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I know that the worksheet mentions to draw it, but I'm not an artist. I'm not expecting you to be an artist, so we don't have to necessarily draw bees and butterflies, right? We could just use our creativity to draw dots, tally marks, stars, hearts, a moon, whatsoever, to draw the problem out, right? To visualize it. All right. So with our whiteboard, let's get our markers opened up. Okay. So I'm going to read the problem to you, and you guys are going to help me draw it on my whiteboard. Okay. So let's read the problem. There are 5 bees. There are 2 butterflies. How many bugs are there in all? So can someone raise their hand really quick and tell me if this is a addition problem or a subtraction problem? Let's go with Isaiah. Good job. Good job using your hand symbol, right? Yes, it is addition because it's not telling us to take away butterflies or bees, right? It's just telling us how much we have in all, right? So going back to our vocab in our video that showed us the difference between addition and subtraction, it will be addition. Yes, good job. All right, so let's go ahead and draw it out. Okay, so it says that we have 5 bees. I'm gonna work with tally marks. It's easier for me. So let's go ahead and draw 5 tally marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then let's do 2 butterflies. Before we do our 2 butterflies, what was our symbol again? Good job, a plus, which looks like almost like a T. Perfect. And then now let's go ahead and do the 2 butterflies. So we'll do 1, 2. Perfect. And then what does it ask us to do? Write the equation out, right? So how many did we say this was? 5, correct? So we'll do 5, and then our plus symbol, and then 2. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and add this all up together. If you can't do it in your head, I don't expect you guys to know that yet. We can go ahead and count our tally marks or whatever you decide to draw. Okay, so let's go ahead and count them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So how many is there in total? 7. Yep, good job, everyone. Perfect. All right, good job, everyone. let's move over to our next problem. Perfect. So we'll keep going with what we were working with, our boards, and yeah. So let's go ahead and read the problem. So the dog has 7 bones. He eats 3 bones. How many bones are left? So can someone raise their hand and tell me what type of problem this is? If it's either addition or subtraction. Let's go with Elizabeth. Not necessarily addition. Let's read it one more time. The dog has 7 bones. He eats 3 bones. Right, subtraction, because what did he do? He ate 3 of his bones. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and draw it on our board. I'm going to do dots this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and then what's the symbol? A minus. Good job. And then how many did he eat? 3. Nice job. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So let me just make sure that I did it correctly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, perfect. And then we can do our equal symbol down here. So if he has 7 and he ate 3, we could take 3 away from this side, correct? Perfect. So let's go ahead and do that. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's count how much he has remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. So how many bones does the dog have left? 4 bones. Good job, everyone. Perfect. Yes, you will get to work on some of these later throughout the lesson as an exit ticket. You love doing them? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I love doing addition and subtraction problems too. They're pretty fun. But yeah, okay. Let's keep on moving. All right, class. So that was our small guided practice that we had. Now I want us to physically practice this out. So we're going to pretend that we're jumping frogs. How fun. You love frogs? Yeah, frogs are pretty cool. Yeah, that's good. All right. So we're going to be doing a movement activity. We're going to pretend that we're frogs and we're going to be practicing our subtraction and our addition, but physically with our body. All right. So I want everybody to stand up from the desk and come to the carpet. You guys have 10 seconds to transition. Okay, friends, can I have your attention towards me now? I need all our voices off now. Perfect, thank you. Okay, let's get started with our activity. Okay, so let's pretend to be jumping frogs. Okay, so ready? We're gonna get started. You guys are gonna jump, but I'm gonna stay in place because I have to watch my friends. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So it says jump 2 times, then add 3 more jumps. How many jumps total? Okay, so let's go ahead and demonstrate that out now. Okay, so it says jump 2 times, 1, 2, then add 3 more jumps. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Can somebody tell me how many jumps we did in total? Ooh, nice job using your fingers to help you remember. Okay, yeah, so we did 2 to begin with, and then we added 3. So we have 5 jumps total. Good job, everybody. All right, last one. Okay, let's make sure to keep it down. I know we're excited, but remember, gotta keep it down. All right, let's do, says jump 5 times, subtract 2 jumps. How many left? All right, let's go ahead and try this out. So let's jump 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it says subtract 2 jumps. So we have to go backwards, right? So let's take 2 steps back. 1, 2. Okay, so we had 5 jumps in total, but we had to go back 2 jumps. So is this a subtraction or a addition problem? subtraction, right? Because it's telling us to go back. So take away jumps, right? So we're taking away 2 jumps. So 1 jump, another jump. So how many jumps did we do in total? 3, right? All right, good job. All right, my froggies, let's go back and return to our seats to get started with our exit ticket. Perfect. Walking feet, thank you. All right, class, let's get settled in to our seats. All right, so I want everyone to take a look up at the projector. We are getting ready to do our exit ticket of the lesson. Okay, so I added 2 different types of problems here as well. So some of the subtraction ones and some of the addition ones. You guys been doing a good job at using you guys counting and fingers to help you guys count and stuff. So now let's go. I want you guys to go ahead and try that on your guys' own now. I'll be checking these at the end of the class. And it's an exit ticket, but you can ask for assistance. I'll be walking around helping out those that need help. Okay? Let me know if you guys need help. Just raise your hand, okay? Perfect. Okay. Thank you guys so much.